Alrighty, y'all. This is the moment I've been waiting for. We are back with another out of the theater reaction to one of my most anticipated films of this year, and that is Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, MI8. I am such a big fan of this franchise. I couldn't wait to see this film, so I won't get too much into it. This is just my reaction. This isn't a review. That's coming soon. I wanted to love this movie so much, and I walked out liking it. I didn't love it, but I liked it. Without giving too much away, I think some of the things that bothered me was it's a lot of exposition. Like, these films are meant to be slow burns, very cerebral, the thinking man spy espionage film, and I love that about the franchise. But this film spends way too much time on explaining things that were explained in a film that just came out 2 years ago. The way they treat the first act in this film is like that the Dead Reckoning came out 10 years ago. But it's like, no, I remember a lot of the beats. You don't have to rehash everything from just a film that was just so recent. But that aside, a lot of exposition. There's some. This film is really beholden to this being like, I don't want to say the first true sequel in the franchise, but it is a part two, even though they didn't put the part two in the title. This is very beholden to a lot of stuff that didn't really work for me in Dead Reckoning, like the Entity, like Gabriel. I wasn't the biggest fan of them in that film, and I wasn't the biggest fan of them in the whole plot and how they're involved in this movie. Other than that, you go to see these films to be on the edge of your seat. And I was on the edge of my seat two times in particular. This film isn't as action heavy as I wanted it to be, like a Fallout level, but when the action hits, oh my goodness, it hits. There is a sequence in this film that's like felt like an hour in the best way possible. I could have went up longer with the scene. All I'll say is water and the submarine. It would make James Cameron happy. Like, I love a particular sequence in this film. And again, it's not a ton of action, but when it hits, it hits. I like the emotions. I love the callbacks that they have in this film. I like certain characters that's in this new group that Ethan puts together. Which, speaking of Ethan, Tom Cruise, man, thank you for your service. Thank you for being the action hero, the last remaining in Hollywood, and he lives up to that expectation. Like, again, what he puts his body through to entertain us just is just outstanding. He's great. So again, at the end of the day, is it worth seeing? Yes. See it on the biggest screen possible. Don't expect this to be like Fallout or like Rogue Nation, which are two of my favorites in the franchise, but expect a really good film with some good payoffs, but nothing, like I said, it's not one that I have in my top three in the franchise. But again, we'll leave rankings, further discussions, in a more in-depth review coming soon. But let me know in the comments if you're excited, if you plan on checking it out, and keep an eye out for my full review. With that being said, like, share, comment, consider subscribing, and I will see you all pretty soon.